What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. So I'm gonna be covering the tsunami surf case that's taking place, and as more and more details come in, more and more paperwork come in through uh, me and my people and our team. We're gonna be presenting it to y'all, giving y'all updates on what's going on and showing you whatever we able to get our hands on to keep y'all updated. We know for the most part, a lot of y'all in the battle rap community feel some type of way about Surf being gone, rightfully so, because again, you hate to see stuff like this, but at the same time, where would this world be without justice? Where would this world be without it being policed? Imagine we'd be living in anarchy. So we understand. I mean, these are always lose-lose situations to some degree. But when you go to prison and when you fight in these cases, it's for the person to turn this around and make it work for them. Like I told y'all, man, me going to prison was supposed to have been a punishment for me. I took it and made it. Well, I didn't. I don't want no glory for that. God did. God made it a blessing for me. It was in prison that I came to the knowledge of God, that I was saved, that I became a born again, Bible believing Christian. And while I was in prison, uh, in this relationship with God, I was so liberated. I was so at peace, and I wouldn't replace it and change it for nothing, because it made me a better man, made me a better father, made me a better friend, made me a better person, and it made me have love and compassion for others. So prison is not to be looked at for the most part as a bad thing, especially when it's housing those who are doing wrong and who have done wrong. Um, but that's for wise, mature people who understand. So anyway, we got documentation of the search warrant that was actually issued against Tsunami Surf upon his arrest and when he went on a run. So when word hit the battle rap community pertaining to Surf being locked up again, a lot of people thought he was locked up again. So all these text messages got to flying throughout battle rap: free Surf, free Surf, free the wave, free, and people didn't know what was going on who wasn't in the inside to understand. But come to find out, he hadn't been arrested. He was just on the run. He had been on the run because he had some, I don't know how he knew. Well, we knew that some of his guys got hit, but I don't know how he knew they were looking for him. Um, so I guess, however, he went on a run. He went and hide. We know that to be true now, that that's exactly what he did, even though it was told to us that that wasn't the case. But we know that it was told to us that wasn't the case because that had to be what was said, knowing the case. Try saying that 3 times. So as a result of that, we understand now what was the reason behind the actions of him hiding out. Then we came to find out after his arrest that he was on a run because the DEA and U.S. Marshals, FBI, what they ended up doing was tapping all his phones and social media accounts, and even his burner accounts. That's how they ended up apprehending him, through his burner accounts. So he was using his burner accounts. They pinged and got a location on it, and it led them to Jersey, where he was in a house with a young lady. They proceeded to try to make it out the back, seeing that the front was surrounded. And upon trying to go out the back, they found out the back was surrounded, then barricaded themselves back into the home, in which, according to Tsunami Surf managers, he began to call his loved ones and people of importance and let them know what was going on and let it be known, like, look, I'm surrounded. They got me. You know, that's it. I love y'all. Be strong. And he gave himself up. Now, the search warrant that was issued. This is the search warrant that was issued for his situation. So let's read it. So the United States District Court for the District of New Jersey. So this is a New Jersey indictment. Many people thought this indictment was actually part of the 65-member indictment that took place right around this same time called Operation Rodeo, where in these indictments pertaining to 65 people from Bloods and Crips and other gangs that's over the country of the United States, they would round all these people up that was on this list. So it was called Operation Rodeo. So a lot of us believe that Tsunami Surf was a part of this indictment. But come to find out, he wasn't a part of this indictment. In fact, this was another indictment that he was a part of, based upon a previous indictment that took place before his indictment upon a guy named Jason Franklin. I'm gonna talk about that too in another blog. So this was a continuation to that. So it said the United States of America. So this is federal. This is not state. So United States of America versus Rajon Cox, aka Sue Surf, right? United States District Court, District of New Jersey. This right here was a certified arrest warrant. And this is what the arrest warrant reads. Any authorized law enforcement officer to any authorized law enforcement officer. Anybody is able to execute this. You are commanded to arrest and bring before a United States magistrate judge without unnecessary delay Rajon Cox, who is accused of an offense or violation based on the following document filed with the court. And what checked is superseding indictment. A superseding indictment. This offense is briefly described as a Title 18 United States Code section under the RICO Conspiracy, 1962, and Title 18 United States Code section 922, possession of firearms and ammunition by a convicted felon. So this what his search warrant was. So let's look up this this superseding indictment. Let's look this up and see what the superseding indictment actually means and what it's talking about on the superseding indictment. Toxic, toxic, yeah, toxic, yeah. Okay, so if we looking into this situation, we seeing that he has a superseding indictment. Hold on, let me make sure I sent this out. It's not popping up on my screen. I want to just show y'all what the superseding indictment actually means. Yeah. Okay. Because I definitely sent it to myself. I don't know why it didn't pop up, but I just want to show. Because this says a lot in this paperwork pertaining to the situation. Okay, here we go. And I sent this thing out, man. Ugh, I can't stand that stuff sometimes. Okay. Not saying it's showing up, but every time I'm in it, it's acting like it ain't even showing up. Okay, here we go. Okay, so check this out. Here we go. So, in this superseding indictment is an additional charge that is filed. It's an additional charge that is filed against a defendant after the original indictment. This usually happens when new evidence or information arises that warrants an additional charge. So he's under a superseding indictment, which means 9 times out of 10 other charges are going to follow, because this is a continuation of the indictment based upon the information that's steady pouring in and that's steady being given right here on this, you know. So this is some serious stuff. Just like the lawyer was saying, who was talking about this with Lisa Evers, that at the least, from his experience of doing this and covering this, from these 2 charges alone, he's facing no less than 20 years. That's not including what's actually going on after that. And we're going to be covering this because remember, he's also charged with the drug dealing. The drug dealing charge ain't even on here. If you look at this indictment, right, it ain't even got the drug dealing charge on there. You know, and whatever that is, that was also considered to be federal. So think about that. That whatever that amount of drugs was, that was considered to be federal. So they also got him on the drug charge is federal. So I don't know how much that was. So look at that. So think about that. So he got the 2 right here. He got the RICO conspiracy. He got the possession of a firearm and ammunition by a convicted felon. They don't even got the drug charge up here. They said they charging him with for selling the drugs over the social media. That's not even included in this. And we know he charged with that. And remember, this warrant was dated September the 23rd. So this was issued out September 23rd. But they got a stamp that says September 27th. So they probably signed the warrant September 23rd, then executed the warrant September 27th when they got the team together to go after him while he was astounding justice because he was on the run. Now, if we go up more, now right here, it says he was arrested on October 13th, 2022. So he was arrested on the 13th. So this warrant was received. So the warrant was received on the 27th. So they signed off on it on the 23rd. It was received on the 27th, and he was arrested on the 13th. So 2 weeks and 2 days. So he was on the run for 2 weeks and 2 days. Yep. Mm-mm. Yeah, so that's crazy, man. Again, keep the brother up in prayer, man. If you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, keep him up in prayer. Pray for his family. Pray for his daughter. Pray for his mother. Pray for his pray for him to have a change of heart. Pray for him to have a change of heart, that he able to come out of this situation a better man, and that God have mercy and compassion on him due to him having a repentant heart and remorseful for the things he did. And y'all learn from this situation. Learn from this situation. Get out of those gangs. Respect your family. Love and appreciate God. Be grateful and thankful for where you at and what he did for you. Stop selling drugs and doing all these illegal things, because it's going to catch back up with you sooner or later. And I guarantee you, the consequences is way worse than what you believe in you having fun doing right now. So respect your children or risk losing them. Respect the woman, the man you love, or risk losing them. Respect your life and freedom, or risk losing it. Learn from these situations. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question. It's yours.